Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Brandy Bell podcast. I'm sorry I haven't posted. I've been MIA doing school, living the fucking dream, going to work. Love that for me. Um, I tried to film this video like 5 times in last month and it's just not the way I want it to come out. So here I am re-recording it for the 7th time. Last time my fucking cat was meowing in the back, so hopefully she goes somewhere else and is not meowing in my fucking microphone. But today I wanted to talk about a topic that I think is so important. They kind of tie in together. I get a lot of people asking me about self-confidence and how to not give a fuck. And I literally cannot even tell you how many people I come across each day or just every week and asks me one of those questions. How generally it's like, how are you so confident? Like you come off as so confident, like blah blah blah, that kind of shit. Or for example, if I cut someone out of my life, they're like, how do you just like do that? Like, I don't understand. I can't just do that. Well, bitch, I'm here to fucking tell you how. Because, listen, and nobody is going to be the same, okay? Let me just start off with that. Everyone's going to have a different mindset, whether it's you give a fuck, you don't give a fuck, you're confident or you're not confident. Everyone's going to have a different mindset. For confidence, it's a very difficult thing, I think, for most people, that really comes first. For me, confidence is the foundation. It's like a foundation to a home. Let's say you were building a home. Obviously, you need a foundation to build up from it. Same with yourself. When you have confidence, people notice that. That's the first thing they notice about you. When you walk into a room and you got your head held high, your shoulders back, and you're walking like you're fucking owning it, people are going to notice that and they're going to be like, whoa, like, the fuck? And here's the thing. Being confident is completely different than being cocky. When you're a cocky douche, nobody fucking likes you. Like, get the fuck out. When you're confident, you love yourself, you love the people around you, you smile, you show, like, that you love yourself, but not in the narcissistic way. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. It's good to be confident. You want to be confident. You want to love yourself. You want to love everything about you. And here is the key, ladies. Confidence is the number one thing every single guy looks for. Is confidence. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you listen. Any guy will tell you that confidence is key. Bitch, I don't care if you're a fucking plant. If you got confidence, you got it, bitch. You got it in the bag. Something that everyone looks for. Seriously, you want to show confidence because it shows that you're strong. It shows that you know your shit. And it makes other people feel honestly comfortable in a way. For example, any job that you go to and you are doing orientation, whatever, they're always going to tell you that even if you don't know something, act like you know it, because the customer or the client is going to be more comforted and understanding when someone is confident in what they're talking about and what they know. When someone's unsure of something, they're going to be like, no, what the fuck? For a doctor example, if you are getting major surgery, you have a doctor in the room, and he's like, yeah, I don't know about that, like, somebody's going to be like, get me a new fucking doctor. Get me a new fucking doctor. No. But when you're confident, they're going to be like, oh, no, he knows this shit. Or she knows their shit. That's what confidence does. And I know in the generation that we live in, it's so hard because you see so many celebrities online with, lip fillers or this, that, the other thing, liposuction, BBLs. Like, you don't need any of that to be confident. You can definitely do that if that's something that you're, unhappy with, to really boost your self-confidence. Of course, like, go right ahead. But don't think that you have to do that in order for you to feel like beautiful or people to look at you like you're beautiful. You're beautiful no matter what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. And if they got beef, I got beef with them. And you can send them to me because I'll beat their ass. But just sit back and think, okay, what is something about me? One thing. I want you to think of one thing that you love about yourself. Whether it's your eyes, your legs, your hair, your nails, whatever. The way you walk, the way you talk, whatever it may be. I want you to think of that and be like, damn. I want you to sit back, really look at it, and be like, yo, I'm good at that. Or, yo, I have beautiful eyes. Make that little statement about yourself become bigger. Let's say you have beautiful eyes. You like to wear makeup, so dabble with some colors. Try making your eyes pop. When you do that and you make a statement, that also helps with confidence. People are going to start complimenting you and be like, oh my God, like, you have beautiful eyes. And you're going to be like, oh, bitch, thank you. Like, I know. And things like that, I know it seems silly now, but I'm telling you, things like that, you're going to step back and be like, whoa, like, wow, like, maybe I'm not how I perceive myself. It takes time. Not everyone is gonna be confident. Not everyone is gonna understand how to be confident. Some people are gonna have self-esteem issues. That could be from past relationships, family, or just how they're fucking born. But when you have people like that, you need to make them feel comfortable. And for people who have trouble with self-confidence, I'm telling you, you need to just own your shit. Pick something about yourself and go with it. Tell people, okay, I love my eyes. Like, that's one thing I love about myself. Anywhere you go, job interview, they're going to ask you, what's one thing you love about yourself? What's one thing that you would change about yourself or you have a hard time with? That's always questions that they ask you. And I want you to think about that and build off of that with confidence. And I'm telling you, trust me, because I did it myself. Just think of something that makes you feel good about yourself and build off of it. Now, getting into not giving a fuck. I love not giving a fuck. It's my favorite thing to do. This ties into confidence because when you have your confidence, that's your foundation. But how to not give a fuck, your foundation is your backbone. When you have a strong backbone, you come off as strong. If you got a crinkly, cripply backbone and you let people stomp on you, that shows weakness. And the weak don't survive. Only the strong do. So that's how you got to look at it. Let me put it to you this way. People are always going to have something to say about you, or the things you do, the things you say, blah, 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 blah. Who gives a fuck? You want to know why? At the end of the day, they're not you. They don't fucking pay your bills. They don't do your homework. They didn't put you through school. They didn't push you out of their fucking hoo-ha, okay? They have no right to tell you what the fuck to do or how to fucking do something. You gotta turn around and say, excuse me? That's just not how we play here. Having a strong backbone like that makes you fire back and makes you ultimately the fucking alpha. You want to look at someone with one fucking stare and be like, bitch, yup, that's it. Doing that, you'll make someone fucking cry. And that's all you gotta do, because when you stop giving a fuck, listen, this is the thing. When you were little, when you would get into a fight with like your brother or your sister or your cousin, and your mom would be like, stop antagonizing him, stop antagonizing her. Bitch, that's what you're doing when you let these people make you give a fuck. When you give a fuck, that's you antagonizing people to make you like start getting frustrated and having anxiety. Like, no. When you let that go, that stress, that anxiety lifts up off your shoulders and you feel amazing. Don't let people walk all over you. That's number one. You let nobody ever tell you what to do and how to do it. I don't care who the fuck they are. You know your shit. Do it. Number two, don't let anybody speak to you like you're a piece of shit. Because once they do that and start disrespecting you, that's another thing that you need to deal with, okay? We don't want to get to that one. But there's going to be certain situations where obviously you're going to have to give a fuck. But little things like toxicity, negativity, all of that bullshit, you need to let go. You need to let go. You need to tell Chad that he's being fucking toxic. He's cheating on you and you need to fucking get up and walk out, bitch. And not fucking come back. I have many friends who let their boyfriend or girlfriend just treat them like shit, or they have friends who just are rude and narcissistic, and they keep going back and going back because they have such a big heart and they're amazing and loving and caring, and that's so good. That's amazing traits to have. It is. But you should only give that to the people who deserve that. Do not be giving 150% to someone who's only giving you 50. That goes for anybody. Friends, family, relationships, I don't care who it is. That's when you need to turn around, put your foot down and say, and walk away. I know it's hard for some people to just cut people out and walk out, but there needs to come a time where you stop caring. Because when you don't, you get in a vicious cycle. And you're just going to end up in a black hole in the fucking Milky Way, bitch. And you're not going to be able to get the fuck out. Trust me. I've almost ended up in the black hole. In a toxic relationship. And I woke the fuck up, smelled the fucking coffee, and I remembered I'm that bitch. And I was like, oh, hell no. I was being treated poorly. And I got myself out of a situation by not giving a fuck. I woke up one day and I was like, yeah, no. And I walked the fuck away in my fucking stilettos, bitch. And I never looked back. And that's what you gotta do. Listen. Again, people are always gonna have something to say about you. Nobody's perfect. Not a soul. No one is fucking perfect, okay? But you can't let people tell you how to live your life. You can't. You can't live like that. And you can't let people who are negative and have negative energy be around you when you're trying to be positive and better yourself. If someone tells you something that is just not worth your time, I don't give a fuck. Walk the fuck out. Move on with your day. That's just how you have to look at life. Because you know what? It's life. Shit happens. Life fucking sucks. Okay? It does. And shit happens. You gotta have that strong backbone and be a strong person and learn how to say, all right, like it's time for me to cut it and fucking walk away because I'm not getting anywhere. That is a time where you learn how to say, I don't give a fuck. Or if you're cutting someone out of your life who's toxic, I don't give a fuck. And just walk out. Because those people are only bringing negativity to your life and you just do not need that. You have other things to worry about than some bitch who's fucking in La La Land with fucking the gingerbread man and fucking Wizard of Oz and they're fucking going down the yellow brick road. You got better shit to do. And if they're trying to tell you something different, well, they're fucking on I don't know what, but they need to get their shit together because obviously they don't know what is good. And you'll find out that people who shit on you now and make you feel like shit and you leave and you don't look back and you do not give a fuck, they're gonna come back and they're gonna try to revive what they had. And they're gonna come back and be like, oh my God, like I'm not getting a rise out of them. Like, oh, I gotta try harder. And you just gotta stick to it. Don't give in. Once you do that, lost your backbone, bitch. And that goes for with your confidence as well. Having a strong backbone is something that I've always learned. I grew up having. You need to have a strong backbone in order to walk in this world. There are mean, cruel people in this fucking world. And trust me, honey, I do not stand for bullying, discrimination, racism, but I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's a thing in this world. People are fucking mean. And without a backbone, people just walk all over you. And I'm telling you, no. You stand up for yourself, tell people to fuck off, and you don't give a fuck, and walk the fuck out. That's what you gotta do. I have always been that person that just doesn't give a fuck. I just don't know how to explain it. You just have to be that person to learn how to control that switch, that humanity switch. You flip it on or you flip it off. If you flip it on, you're giving a shit. If you flip it off, you're not giving a shit. That's me. I don't give a shit. So that is my TED Talk. If you have any questions, please DM me. If you have questions about self-confidence or certain situations that you're having trouble with, DM me, text me. My line's always open. And I just want people to feel comfortable and know that they're loved and that they're beautiful. And if they're in a toxic situation with a friend, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, like, dude, I'll help you. I'll give you the best advice possible that I can. And I hope I can help. And I hope that this made you kind of maybe laughed or smiled today. And I hope you understand how important it is to love yourself and treat your body like a fucking temple because you're amazing. And thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.